Let us pray. Father, we thank you for the gifts and abilities you have given these young men. We pray that they use them on the field this evening in a manner that brings you honor and glory. Pray that the encouragement of the youth fans does the same. Protect these athletes from injury during this contest and grant us all safe travel home. We pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Good. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Joseph Giffen, Dean of Students at Old Point Christian Academy. And our live action this evening comes from the very beautiful area of Lecanto, Florida. We're considerably west of Ocala, still north of Tampa. We were able to play the Warriors of Seven Rivers last year at Old Point. We were victorious, so we returned the favor by visiting them tonight at SSAA action. And this is an absolutely beautiful facility. The school itself, Seven Rivers Christian Academy, is about a mile and a half from this site. And this beautiful facility is called Warrior Park. The school actually owns this facility. And the Lord's been very good to these folks here. Blessed to have such a facility. So as you look here, the Warriors in the navy blue and colonial blue, the home team, this is their homecoming. They're kicking off to our defenders in our maroon helmets, road white jerseys, and black pants. And the kick to the, looks like Nick Barbosa handles that kickoff. And he's going to set our defenders up in very nice field position at about our own 44-yard line. 11:54 in just the first quarter. Buckling for some great high school football action, as you hear me say every Friday night, folks. There's nothing quite like high school football on a Friday night in the Deep South. The river deeper now than Jacksonville. Beautiful Lecanto, Florida. First and 10 Old Plank at about their 43 or 44-yard line. Sets is up with the offensive drive of the evening. Looks like to Holton. He's in for a nice game of 3 or 4 yards. We love to run football playing. We'll take 3 or 4 yards pop all night long. And then you just keep watching on number 0, 38, or 11, or 15 will break one loose. We'll actually have a game of 5. You can see the sticks and the down indicator set 5 point coming up. 11:25 kicking downwards for our defenders. More out wide right. Looks like Tukes in the slot. Howell's back pass. He's got one out. Could not quite connect with Caraway on that one. But I do call 3rd and 5 on Plank. Folks, you know, defenders do a lot of going 4 on 4 down, so we don't mind taking a shot in there now. Try to connect on a big one. Mr. Caraway's long overdue for a long touchdown connection from Troy Howell. We'll see a couple of them. 3rd down and 5 for our defenders. And pass and stop clock with 11:09. Early drive of the football game. Our defenders in the tight formation fading right, give it to Holton. But the Warriors corral him in the backfield. We're now going to look at 4th and 6, 4th and 7. Let's see if we're going to have Hunter Moore punt it deep, or if Coach Frank Andre is going to say, no, let's go for this. And now that I see the ball spot, folks, it's very much more like a 4th and 8. Troy Howell checking with his offensive staff on the sideline. 4th and 8. Looks like we're going to go for this one. Now, you heard that, and that's none other than our very favorite bus driver, Brother R.L. Spencer. He brings his own unique touch to the game. We're going to have a first official timeout call. The offensive staff may be rethinking this. They want to see what formation we're going to line up in. We may rethink this. At any rate, there's 10:22. Our defenders return home next Friday night, first Friday night in October, to take on the Red Flashes of Hilliard Middle Senior High. We were able to travel up to their place last year and get a 19-0 victory, and we'll have a chance to play them again. They were in an amazing 49-48 shootout with St. Joseph, one of our common opponents. They were on the short end of that. We lost to St. Joseph by 2 points. So you can't always go by common matchups, but they tell us a little bit of something. Business is to take these Warriors down here in their beautiful facility. The Warriors of 7 Rivers Christian Academy. Coming out of that timeout, I still see offense on the field, ladies and gentlemen. 4th and 8. What will the offensive staff of OPCA dialed up here? Howell still shotgun. To the right is Holton. Up. Out is Troy Howell. First that. That looked like a miscommunication. Like was expected handoff and a sweep to the left. Lead block being led by Barbosa. But a bust in communication there is going to turn the ball over to the Warriors on our side of the field at our own 44-yard line, 1st and 10, 7 Rivers. And 17 in the first quarter. Clock stop for the change of possession. Number 7, I do not have the roster. 7 Rivers Warriors. If you go check your max preps by way of your device, you go to 7 Rivers Football Max Preps, you can find the roster. If I had that roster, I'm a one-man crew. It's hard for me to man the camera, the microphone, and look at the roster. There's a pitch out to number 3. He's had a nice game. He looks to have gained about 5, I believe. We're going to look 2nd down and 5 for the Warriors coming up, gentlemen. Second 5 upcoming for the Warriors. 9:55, and the clock continues to tick with a run play. Our Old Plank defense was tremendous in the third quarter and for most of the fourth quarter last week at Bell, getting stop after stop before succumbing to the Bulldogs of Bell by a score of 21-12, looking to get back on the winning streak after two straight losses. Open the season with 3 wins, so we come in at 3-2. There's an inside give to number 2 of the Warriors. He's out in the open space. He has a first down and more for Seven Rivers. But folks, they're not on our front door, but they're in our front yard. We're going to have to bow our neck and make a stand, but we know our defenders can do it. Try to zoom in on that action for you a little bit. 1st and 10 Warriors at about our 22-yard line. And to give us the number 3, our boys penetrate the backfield. Well played. Maybe a minimal gain. Second down's going to come. About 3 yards gained by the Warriors on that give. We're going to look at second down and 7 with 8:38 clock moving. First quarter action. First possession of the ball game for the Seven River Warriors of Lecanto, Florida. Second down and 7 upcoming. Warriors have yet to attempt to pass. Let's see what they do here. Second and 7. From about the Old Plank 19. It's another running play. It looks like their money man number 3. He looks like he's ahead for possibly 2 or 3 yards. Third down and medium. Third down and favorable. Actually a better game than I initially realized. Third down and 3. At about 13-yard line of Old Plank. Maybe the 14. The Warriors can reach our 10, maybe the 11. I'm at the 45-yard line on the south end of the field. Warriors are going north. Very nicely. Backfield is going to bring up fourth down. Kicker with St. Joseph. Or are they going to like we Old Plank defenders do for fourth down and about 3. The crazy things happen in high school football on third and fourth downs, folks. So here's a chance for our boys to get a big turnover on downs. This is the Warriors turned us over on downs on the first drive of the evening. 6:50 and ticking down remaining in the first quarter. And by way of penalty, the Warriors appear to have gained first down. Our line got a little bit anxious over there at the left tackle spot. Seemed to jump. That's going to give the Warriors a first down by virtue of the penalty. And we're going to have an end goal situation. The wingman out here tells the chain crew they can set the chains down. That means you've got an end goal situation. First and goal Warriors at about the Old Plank 8 or 9 yard line. But folks, they're all the way up on the front porch threatening to kick in the door. But our boys have bowed their neck more than once. They can do it again. No score early in the second quarter. I should say halfway through, nearly 6:20, and the clock ticks down. 12-minute quarters at the high school level. We give us to the money man. He's cutting into the clear. He's going to kick the door in, folks. The Warriors have drawn first blood here on their homecoming night. 26th day of September in the year of our Lord 2025. Warriors 6, Defenders 0, PAT pending. I don't see a place kicker coming out in that beautiful gooseneck goalpost like you see in the pro and college game here. But I don't see a place kicker coming out. Looks like I'm going to go for 2 a la Old Plank. There's a give inside and back reverse to number 10 to the inside. He has penetrated the goal line, increasing the lead to 8-0. Second kickoff of the night. We have the ability to shake off the long bus ride. I thought I'd never get here tonight, but alas, here we are. You folks from Jacksonville, Florida, remember the old Paxton Eagles? They've been Paxton Schools for Advanced Studies for about 30 years. I'm a Woodstock Park boy, and I've got a lot of Lee General in my blood, but I had buddies who played for those Paxton Eagles, and I can hear those warriors of Seven Rivers playing that same old fight song. Paxton Eagles, fight for victory. But I'm seriously strong to come back from our Old Plank defenders in the maroon helmets, white road jerseys, and black trousers tonight. Perhaps that will be the shot in the arm our fellows need to get our offense moving. So if you know your fight songs, that song actually originated at the University of Wisconsin. On Wisconsin, on Wisconsin. A lot of high school teams mimic it. There's the kickoff. It looks like it's going to go out. No, Caraway has floated. He's got a chance at a great play here. Mr. Caraway, nice return by number 15. And just as was often the case last week in Bell, so also is the case now. Old Plank starting off an offensive series in great field position at about on 42-yard line. 1st and 10, 6:02 remaining in the first quarter, so we should have a water break coming up here before long. They'll probably have us run away. Troy Howell in shotgun formation for our defenders. To his right is Holton. Hunter Moore split right. We have twin receivers to the left. Howell drops back. He fires one out to Cooks. Oh, very nearly connected. I love what offense is trying to do. We can connect on a couple of those buildings. That's just going to open up our running lane, folks. I still love our chances. I expect a victory tonight. Troy Howell nearly connecting there. Just outside the reach of number 3. Second down 10 upcoming for Old Plank. Still at their 42-yard line. Troy Howell goes to the huddle. Out comes Colt Craven, ready to center it back. We still have, again, Moore out wide to the right. Twin receivers for Old Plank to the left. One wide, one in the slot. Barbosa goes in motion, swing pass to Barbosa is complete. He's got real estate, folks. Nick Barbosa, ladies and gentlemen, for the Old Plank touchdown. Nick Barbosa. R.L. Spencer on the bang shang-lang. 1st and 10 Old Plank as we move well into Troy, staying up at 1st and 10 at the 38.
Don't let him spike you. Let's go.
Hunter Moore coming out wide right, Chooks in the slot. Might be Jake McGinley out wide left. I can't tell. Barbosa in motion left. Leonard Holden went for a seam. Leonard Holden ahead for a couple. Leonard Holden's had a tremendous season. He's been contained quite a bit in the last 2 games. And 2 L's hung around our neck. But we know once Leonard gets going, that's just going to open up his mates as well as himself. Stay down and 8 upcoming for a Plank, 36-yard line of the Seven Rivers Warriors. Live from Lecanto, Florida. Second drive of the night for Old Plank. Troy Howell back. He's looking for Tooks. He's got him! He's got him! That's a touchdown, ladies and gentlemen! That is a touchdown from your Old Plank defender. I'm sure they keep our offense on the field. And see not to score at 8. Warriors 8, defenders 6, PAT pending. You want to make an omelet, you got to break some eggs, and we just broke the first one. There it goes, folks. Christopher Nicholas checking in. Troy Howell coming out. Let's see what happens here. It's like Caleb Caraway maybe acting as a Wildcat quarterback instead. Actually, that looks like Hunter Wilman. We're pulling something out that I haven't seen all season, folks, in this PAT event. Let's see what happens. The snap is to Holden directly. Leonard Holden looking for green grass. The Warriors close on it. PAT is no good, but Old Plank has cracked the egg, trailing only 8-6. We know what our offense can do. So we need our defense to get out here and get a stop so that our boys can get the ball back and take the lead. Old Plank comes in tonight with a record of 3-2. The Warriors of Seven Rivers at 1-5. Can't always go by the records. We lost to a 0-4 Bell Bulldog team last week, but Coach Frank Andre assured me that they're a tough team. They just played a tough schedule, and they played a fine football game last Friday night. Came out on top 21-12. Our young men from Old Plank looking to take control of this game, just having scored a touchdown via the pass. Haven't seen that for a while, but we're happy to see it tonight. Warriors do lead remaining in the first quarter. Nash Brewer has the ball set up for kickoff. Nash kicks it deep, and that's going to go in the end zone, folks. It looks like automatic touchback at the high school level. Automatic touchback at the high school level. The kickoff goes into the end zone. So that's going to set the Warriors up. Their second offensive possession of the evening at their own 20-yard line. They lead 8-6 with 4:44 remaining in the first quarter. We thank you for tuning in on OPCA Athletics YouTube channel this evening. Be sure to come see us at our own ball yard. 8964 Old Plank Road. We'll take on the Hilliard Red Flashes in 1 week. Tonight, business to finish. Again, same standard play at number 3 for those Warriors is the man so far. He's got another first down. He's got another Warrior first down. We're going to have to get that young man stopped in the backfield because once he boosts the seam in the line, he goes in the 4th and 5th gear. He's ahead of the 36-yard line on the Warrior side of the field, which is the south end. Let's see a good view of our defenders right there, ready to bottle up the Warrior offense. Give in. A host of defenders on that play, making the stop. Let's see that teamwork from our OPCA defense. Second down. No game. Looks like no game. Second down and 10. That's let's see if they can keep it up. 3:50 ticking down, remaining in the first quarter. The Warriors of Seven Rivers lead our defenders 8-6. Both teams scored a touchdown. Warriors were successful with their PAT. We got a stoppage there. It'll be a dead ball foul. Looks like the wingman is declaring. Well, I thought he declared illegal shift, but they're making it off against our defenders. Must have been encroachment. Perhaps we lined up on sides. And once you encroach the high school level, folks, it's an automatic penalty. Can't go by what you see at the college level or pro level when watching a high school game. So it's second down 5 for the Warriors. They're now at the 41-yard line on their end of the field. They lead 8-6. There's the give to the money man once again. But again, our defenders just swarming around him, doing a great job on the last 2 plays from scrimmage. But by virtue of the penalty, the Warriors are still in a very manageable, what would now be about a 3rd and 6. We made them lose about half a yard there with our swarming technique. Looks like a timeout called by the Warriors. So each team is using 1 timeout.
Getting a bad connection signal.
I think we're still up and running, folks, but I am getting a bad connection signal. I don't think we can overcome that difficulty.
Okay. How's that feel? Look better. Back.
36 comes for the Warriors of Seven Rivers. Let's see if our defenders can make a stop out of the field. 36. There's a motion man to get back. The ball's on the ground, folks. Screwed quickly by number 10. The one scored the 2-point conversion. And he's got a nice game. I believe we're going to look at about a 4th and 2, 4th and 3. We'll call it a short 3, a long 2. Ball is now moving to about the 44-yard line. Warriors side of the field. 2:35 remaining. 2:45 making down. Looks like punt formation. Let's see what the Warriors do. Have a man back deep as though he's good punt. Old Plank is kind of playing. They want to play defense or try to defend the punt. They're going to watch what happens here. Now, snap to the up back. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? There's a host of defenders there. What's going to happen? Where will the ball be spotted? Folks, I believe it is short. I do believe that mark is short. Warrior players are indicating they've gotten the first down. I really believe our boys made a stop there. He's a 4-yard short. Now, giving the offense the ball at the 45 of the Seven Rivers Warriors. 2:08 remains. 2:08 is in the first quarter. Warriors lead 8-6. Old Plank looks to take the lead on this position. Our third of the night. First one yielding no points. Second one, a nice connection. 2 completed passes by Troy Howell. The second one for a touchdown. Troy Howell's back pass again. Well covered was Mr. Tukes that time. Troy got rid of it probably a little faster than he wanted to. I love the fact that we're trying to back them off our ruling lanes. We can connect on some big passes. We know we can run over the guys all night. The first thing happens. 2nd and 10. Old Plank from the 45 of the Seven Rivers Warriors. Clock is stopped with the incomplete pass. 2:04 remaining until the first quarter ends. Mr. Hunter Moore out wide right. Mr. Tukes in the slot. There goes Leonard Holton in motion. Troy's moving to his left. He'll be fine to just pick up the first down with his big feet. That's our Troy Howell. There goes Troy Howell, ladies and gentlemen. Troy Howell. Troy Howell. The ball carrier was. That was Troy Howell. I did not see a penalty. I see that it was probably going to come back for a hold. But at what point did the hold take place? That's a spot foul. As things are, we're going to have either a favorable down against home set of downs. Looks like second. Should be first down. So Mr. Howell didn't have first down. Holding on the offense is a spot foul. We get a game out of it. We just don't get to be right at the front door. But we're in the front yard at the 20-yard line. Excuse me, 34. 34-yard line. Second timeout called by the Warriors here in the first quarter. That's peculiar. So that's going to leave the Warriors with just one timeout remaining while the Plank defenders still have two in the pocket. Evidently, the D coordinator did not like the formation he saw when we came to the line of scrimmage. Then you wouldn't have to hear me, right? I get a better vantage point from up there. 1:50 remaining in the first quarter. Old Plate trails 6 for our side, 8 for theirs. We're not quite knocking on the door. We're in the front yard. We're at the 29-yard line of the Warriors after having made a big stop on fourth down, keeping the Warrior offense 1 yard shy of the intended goal for that first down. Troy Hall broke a big run, but it was called back largely on a holding penalty. There's the give. Trying to get Caraway to the outside. Caraway, folks. That's Caraway. Caraway back. Caraway into the end zone. And the opening is taking the lead. Cover the defenders now 8 for the Warriors. And I do believe we look to Howell picking back in the offense. So if that play looked familiar at all, we ran that to the left. Last week it does the first touchdown of the game. This time they run it to the right, another successful score. The defenders. Twins right, wide left. Barbosa and holding the backfield. Howell's in trouble. He's looking to try to play. Howell's going to take it himself, ladies and gentlemen. Troy Howell. Successful PAT increases the defender lead from 4 points to 6 points. 14 for your defenders, 8 for the 7 Rivers Warriors. Fan was walking up to my spot on the visitor sideline, but we're actually homecoming opponent, 7 Rivers tonight. We're not trying to be ugly. We just want to win. $141. It's been quite a while first quarter. There were 3 touchdowns scored. That's a lot of stoppages, so it takes a little longer. That's a live ball. Number 9 of the Warriors takes it. He's going around the right. He's still up. Down on the Warriors sideline. Could not tell which one of our defenders. I'm going to end up with drive about the 33-year-old plant. Excuse me, 33 of their own end. 7 Rivers 33. First and 10.
Hey, wake up, boy! He's doing a good job, son.
The long kickoff took 12 seconds off the clock. The defenders moved out in front of the Warriors by a score of 14-8. Oh, that's good. First, I tell you a little battle that we now reached the end of the first quarter, and yet 7 Rivers football team has used their third and final timeout of the half. So they'll have no timeout remaining for the rest of the half. They'll get their 3 timeouts in the second half. You know, in the middle of the season, they seem to be lacking some organization skills over there. Should be 7 Rivers at their own. Looks like the 32 now. I was originally saying 33. Looks like their own 32-yard line. 129 remaining in the first quarter. Snaps to the quarterback, and the inside give comes back. They've got a quick over to their money man, and he's finally made contact, and it looks like Nick Barbosa. That sure enough was Nick Barbosa. Fine defensive play, not before the Warriors gained a good solid 8 yards. You can see the down indicator and the camera there. They had some early success with that inside give.
Rush game, boys! Come on, y'all got this thing!
There's another give to the inside, and the ball carrier is very near first down yardage, stopped by a host of white jerseys and helmets. Let's see where the spot is going to land. Yeah, it looks like first down yardage for the Warriors. And just as I mentioned last week, folks, I want you to notice the official in the middle. See the guy that spots the ball, marks off the penalties. He's the umpire. You realize this isn't baseball. There is an umpire. In football, there's only one guy who's that referee. That's the white hat. There's one referee. There are two wingmen, the lineman and the line judge. There's an umpire. And then there's a back judge, 5-man mechanic at the high school level. That's the second time tonight. The quarterback's cadence has drawn the very anxious front line defenders into the encroachment situation. As mentioned at the high school level, once you encroach, you coach. That's a dead ball foul that works against the defense. Different from what you see if you're watching the NFL after you've been to the Lord's house, of course, on Sunday. So 1st and 5 is a favorable situation for the offense. That moves the Warriors to about the 48-yard line, still on their side, but threatening to crack the defender's side of the field. Folks, we have all zeros on the scoreboard. Long first quarter has reached its conclusion. One touchdown and 2-point conversion success for the Warriors. 2 touchdowns for the defenders. 1 of 2 2-point PAT success. Thus, we have the score 14-8. Old Plank currently leading. We're starting to mount a threat. Let's see if our boys can bow their name. Teams switch into the field and the break between the first and second quarter. They'll get some high of autumn this week. But come on, folks. We're Floridians. We don't have autumn. What do we call it? Fall or autumn. We have summer. Then we have 6 days of winter in January. Sometimes only 4. What I mean by that is I know I'm beautiful home state of Florida because I'm sweating profusely on a beautiful Friday night in the deep south. There's the give ahead. Ball carrier for Seven Rivers is ahead for about 4 in the needed 5 yards. They're going to look at second short. Second and 1 for Seven Rivers. They have now penetrated the OPCA side of the field. They are at our 49-yard line. Second and 1. We need a turnover, folks. We need our boys to stand up and get the ball back, but still maintain the lead and increase the offense back on the field.
Steady, boys. Steady. Come on. Y'all got this.
I'll tell you what, some quick RBs in that Warrior backfield. And one of those little fellas is ahead for a nice game of 6 or 7 yards. All he needed was 1. He got a good 6 or 7. That's when I looked at it. It's probably closer to 8, but it's a first down in any count for the Warriors of Seven Rivers. They're at the 41.5-yard line on first end. It's absolutely live. The give is fake to the inside, comes to the outside. Didn't fool too many of our front liners. They make a stop at or near the line of scrimmage. Defense won that down, folks. The second quarter. Until halftime, but we extended this evening, I'm sure, as the Seven Rivers Warriors are celebrating their homecoming. That same inside trap play. It's a quick opener. He's brought down by the defenders, but not before he's got a gain of about 12, 13 yards. Another Warrior first down. Defenses are being challenged this evening on both sides of the field. Defenders' defensive being challenged has already been proven true. The Warriors' defense challenge. Warriors are at 27 ball playing. They're going to run motion all night. It looks like quarterback he's looking for ground up the middle. He's got a minimal gain before he's wrapped up. Our defense allowing his legs, lifting him off the ground. Once he's going to blow the play dead. If a fella's feet off the ground, he can't run anymore. So you'll see a hero whistle stop and play before someone gets hurt. 2-yard gain on the play. Second head up coming. 9-quarter. Leads this one 14-8, but the Warriors threatening. Score from their side will tie the game. Successful PAT of me Thornton giving the lead. The inside give again. He's corralled. By the jersey that may have been Mark Reed. You know how much that was Mark Reed's name, but I couldn't tell exactly who it was. At any rate, the defender drags him to the ground, taking it back to a 3rd and 10 from the 27-yard line. But we're playing. 8:35 in the second quarter. 3rd and 10. I imagine we may be looking for down territory, barring a down play here. Looking for a pass opportunity. Seven River. That ball was picked off. We're going to go all the way back. We're going to go all the way back with that one. They put it on the defender fence. That was Mr. Toots. That was Mr. Toots. He scores it on offense. He scores them on defense. His rookie card's going way up. And increases the defender lead to 20-8. Another chance to come in here. Catch his win. He's a fine young man, very polite, humble team player. We're so happy to have Mr. Toots on our team this year at Old Play. Rover from Cedar Creek. He'll get to play his old teammates in the regular season closer in a few weeks, and we look forward to the playoffs. Troy Howell takes the defender offense out for a 2-point attempt. Now we win the game 28 after good night, folks. What must have been an 87 or 89-yard pick six. We got a ball on the ground. Up by Holton, he's going to try to make something happen. He can't quite escape the pursuit of the Warriors. So we took down score tonight. Successful PAT. But Old Plank defenders now increased their lead by virtue of a defensive score, 20-8. See one of my favorite defensive linemen right there, number 79, Devontae Bam Bam Marion. Very proud of the effort he's making out on the defensive side. I believe Mr. Nash Brewer is going to tee up the ball again. Or his third kickoff of the night. Now, folks, keep in mind, the defenders received at the beginning of the game. That means, I actually see Hunter Moore setting up the kickoff for office. He and Nash split the duties in the last several games for kickoff. Kickoff to begin the game, therefore, we're going to, we receive the beginning. They want to kick off to start the second half. Hunter Moore's got a night kickoff that drives the receiver. Oh my goodness, he decided to take a seat there. I guess he didn't want any of that one. He could have bowled up and given our guy a collision, but he gave up yardage there. So the tactic used by Hunter was very successful, sitting up the Warriors well inside their 20 at about their 15. So special teams on the kickoffs have, for the most part, been successful tonight. We'll know we'll have to kick off the game. It's vital that we don't let the Warriors in the end zone 20, folks. 8:02 remaining in the second quarter. Old Point now leads 28. There's that inside give again. The Warriors daylight for the Blues. They're ahead for nearly first down yardage. Let's see what the spot is going to be. Mr. Down Indicator has it on second down, but oh my goodness, it's second less than a yard. Not quite a first down, but maybe a ball length. Second down and very short coming for the Warriors. Still very much on their side of the field, near the 25-yard line, at the 24.5. We'll play forcing a turnover. Let's see if we can get another one here. Inside give is fake, goes the other direction. Mr. Moneyman himself. That young man wearing number 2 for those Warriors is quite a skilled athlete. Sleight of hand. First down game there. The Warriors are going to head in the second quarter. That's the first half. First down. 7 Rivers. There's the give once again. Middle game by number 3. Looks like that was either number 13, Mr. Browning, maybe actually Evan Willis, the senior. Coach Andreas says he's been athleticism and lateral speed. $6:15 remaining in the second quarter. Point leads 20-8. Option play, pitch to the left. Green. These Warriors of 7 Rivers Christian Academy are not without offensive weapons. I really firmly believe we're the better team. The better team has to finish the job. I believe we will, but at that point we did give up quite a run. Rather than have official timeout for a water break with exactly 6 minutes remaining. Second quarter at the 40-yard line ball are the 7 Rivers Warriors. First and 10. All right, so the ball is spotted again for play. Clock is going to tick. We're getting the 1 o'clock. There's that inside fake outside of the like Dwayne Mosley had cleaned that one up. And that's going to put the Warriors of 7 Rivers in a double stake situation. You can see the down indicator behind the original line of scrimmage chain. We call that double stakes around here. You can see the wind crossing the wrist. That's what it means double stakes. That's what double stakes means. You have to pass 2 stakes for first down now. Play by the definitive defense. 5-6 and ticking down here. In the second quarter, Point leads in beautiful Canto, Florida, over 7 Warriors by a 20-8 count. This run-heavy offense looking for another opportunity to try to get a quick opener against our defense. If we can blow those boys off the ball, it gets back to the inside. Yeah, that defensive defense is there again. That defensive defense has won both the last 2 downs. Mark Reed looking for the pass on that. He's made several tremendous plays for our offense this year. The senior. Third and double stakes. Third and even double stakes. 13 for those Warriors coming back. 4-4-4 and ticking down west. All Point leads at 20-8. Keep in mind there will be an extended halftime. Warriors are celebrating their homecoming alumni night. Third and 13 is in by traditional wisdom of passing down. They're going to pitch it to the right and look for an opening. We got a bit of an opening, and it's a big opening, and that looked like a play right there for the Warriors. On third and 13, they pass. They say got their fast man on the outside on the pitch play. He's got a first down. 4-10 remaining. Plenty of time. Keep in mind the Warriors have burned all their timeouts. With better than 4 minutes left, they have time to make a real threat in the end zone. They're not on the porch, but they're in our front yard at about 27-yard line. First and 10 for the Warriors. Rick Knapp giving number 2 the inside out play. There he goes, folks. He's going to go to the end zone untouched. Don't take a fork in this one. That now narrows the Old Plank lead to just 6 points. Hey, they had 6. It's 20-14. PAT pending. Old Plank will get the ball back after the pickoff. There's 3:38. 3:38 remaining. Untimed down for the PAT. But Marion checked into that D line, try to stop this 2-point conversion. We look kind of lost on that play. Let's see if we can bear our neck on the 2-point conversion. There's this much scoring going on. A 2-point conversion may be the difference in the ball game. We're going to hope it's not that close. We're going to hope by the end we're way ahead. But let's see what happens here. Guess what? That inside play. And I think he's there. Yeah, he's here, folks. So the Warriors have had 2 opportunities at 2-point conversions. They've got both Bears. So the Old Plank defenders do lead, but only by the score of 20-16. You can hear the On Wisconsin fight song adopted by the Warriors here. I'm sure they've added their own lyrics to that. So we really want to take this last 3.5 minutes or so and get this one in the end zone. You see senior Mark Reed, number 59, coming to the sideline, getting some hydration. Number 35, the senior linebacker, Willman. 73, the junior D lineman, Mr. Cole. Looks like we have Caraway and Holden back to receive. Deep. Toby Twitter for the Warriors. Nice return opportunity for Old Plank. Taking back, looking for an opening. But he's running too laterally and allows the blue jerseyed Warriors to make a stop. We have decent field position. We'll drive start from about our own 36. 2 timeouts in our pocket, 3:32 remaining until the half break. 20-7-16. Thank you for joining OPCA Athletics on YouTube. Wide left. Looks like to the slot. I can't tell if it's more carried out wide right. Holton in the backfield, Barbosa, Troy Howard's the quarterback. Troy's looking to go upstairs, looking for Caraway. Caraway makes the adjustment. Well, we've got a on the play. That is going to be pass interference working against the Warriors. Now, that's not a spot call at this level. It should be 15 yards and a first down for Old Plank. That'll move us right near, in fact, across the midfield stripe. Let's see the wingman out here moving the chains. Looks like a 1st and 10 for Old Plank at either the 49 or 48 of 7 Rivers. I love the fact that we're taking those shots. And those shots we take more than one game, we're going to open up. First and 10 on Plank at the Seven Rivers 49. Now Mr. Caraway is out wide left. Hunmore out wide right. Tukes to the slot. Tukes actually posted. Oh, we got it. Let's see if they call that. Yeah, encroachment. Worked against us at least twice tonight. Works in our favor tonight as the Williams encroach. As stated, once you encroach at the high school level, it's automatic dead ball foul against the defense. The equivalent of offsides. Williams. With 3:29 remaining until halftime. Plenty of time for us to see the end zone. We lead by 4 points, 20-16. A lot of offense tonight. There's a swing pass out to Holton. He's got an opportunity to move the ball ahead a little bit. Looks like he gained 2 or 3. We're going to get third down and short. We'll call it. Actually, that was first down with a penalty, so it'll be second down 3. That was 1st and 5 by virtue of the encroachment against the Warriors a moment ago. 2nd down and 3 for Old Plank. 3 minutes even ticking down. 2 timeouts in our pocket. We lead the game 20-16. Boy, do we want to put this one in the end zone. Holton goes in motion to the right. Troy back to pass. He's under some duress. He's going to break for the hole, and Troy's good for picking up yards that way. Let's see how far he got. He rumbled to the other side of the field. I could not rightly tell what the gain may have been. It's a minimal gain. Bring up 3rd and 3. Troy probably gained about half a yard there, but we're okay. 3rd and 3. 2:20 and ticking down remaining in the second quarter. Troy Howell receives a signal from the offensive staff.
Okay, boys.
Third down and a short three. Looking ahead to their 4-point lead against these Warriors. Troy Howell looking for a opener. He, I think, has it there. Yes, he does. That's Hunter Moore. That's Hunter Moore on the receiving end of that aerial. And Troy Howell setting up the defenders nicely. We're at least on the front step, and I think we're firmly on that front course. Let's see where this ball spotted. Looking to punch this one in, increase our 4. Very nicely thrown, very nicely cut. Troy Howell passer, Hunter Moore receiver. Moore out wide to the right, Tukes in the slot. Caraway out wide left. Barbosa and Holton in the backfield along with Howell. Motion to right was Holton. Troy under some duress. Troy corralled quickly by a host of blue-shirted Warriors. These young men fight hard. It's their homecoming game. They want to win. Troy's got a loss of 5 or 6 yards, 2nd down and double stakes for Old Plank. A minute and a half remaining, and we're going to use our second timeout of the evening. 29 remain until the halftime break. Old Plank is about the 18 and 19 yard line of Seven Rivers. We lead 20-16. But folks, listen to me. It's vital that we punch this one in. We want to go in the second half with a 2-possession game. We must kick to the Warriors to begin the second half. 1 timeout remaining for Old Plank. Back about 5 or 6 yards. 2nd down, 15 or 16. From about the 19-yard line of the Warriors. Looking for an opportunity to increase their lead from 4 to at least 10. Swing past the hole is over an opening. Leonard Holden on a swing pass. Doing what Leonard Holden does. rookie card just went up yet again. That's Leonard Holton. Choice passes are looking great tonight. When you get the ball to Leonard in space, he works magic, folks. Okay, keep in mind now, 123, we're going to try to get another successful PAT. We had a 4-point lead, you had 6, but we're now 10. 26-16, PAT pending. Really wonderful to make this one work. Troy Howell looks like someone moved too early. So a 3-yard play is now probably going to be an 8-yard attempt. So as all of you high school football fans know, that PAT attempt is always from 3 at the high school level. Span must cover. And we like to go for 2 way more than we like to go for 1. So we're going to gain 8 yards. Let's see if we can do it here on this PAT. I'm timed down with 1:23 remaining. Troy Howell looking for a receiver. And he's got Mr. Kelly. There you see Troy is really zipping them tonight. And when touch passes are needed, he's good with that tonight too. So there's another successful PAT. 28 for your defenders. 16 for the homestanding 7 Rivers Warriors. 123, so we want to make sure we ball them up here. Not let them strike quick on us because, again, I emphasize, these Warriors, on their homecoming night, get the ball to start the second half. So it's vital. It was vital for us to score. We did. Stop. Number 1, in the kickoff duties here, hit a tremendous kickoff last time. They've got that money man number 2 back there to receive. Let's hope he doesn't end up the ball. One more. Here we go. One more. Nicely. Mr. Number 2, he's looking around at it. The clock is ticking. Oh, he slipped. His knee did not hit. He breaks himself up. We got a flag on the play, folks. There's a flag on the play. I'll watch it. He's going to run it back, but it's going to come back. There's a flag back here. That's not going to stand. I told you that number 2 is dangerous, especially if you spring him with a hold. If you're the third team, you hate to see those holds out on the edge. If you're the cover team, they end up being your friend. And that's going to work in our favor. And that's going to pin the Warriors back deep. And the beautiful thing for us, folks, is that time he just burned off the clock and does not get replenished. So the Warriors are going to scrimmage with no timeouts left. 1:08 remaining until the halftime break. Old Point leads at 28-16. They put that touchdown up. They're going to have to take it off. It's not going to stand. You do have to admire the fight in this Warrior team. They never play down the effort from our Old Point defender footballers. Because I am getting a lot of glare as I'm looking at the monitor. A lot of glare from lights. We're recording this with a tablet. So if the Lord has laid it upon any of your hearts to help us improve our video equipment, call the school office and ask for Coach Frank during the school day, and he'll be more than happy to accept your donation. So we want to improve our video equipment. Now here go the Warriors again. They're going to pass it down, and it falls short. It falls short. You remember the last pass attempt was a pick 6 in our favor. Mr. Tukes working his magic. Second down and 10 for the Warriors. 1:05 remaining until the break. They have no timeouts. That plays in our favor. They have quite a running game, but when you have no timeouts, it's hard to stop the clock if you run it and don't get a first down and don't run it out of bounds. We need to come after those guys. Yeah, okay. They're trying to break it to the outside. Their running man's loose. He may go. He's out of bounds, but not until he picks up a first down. Folks, these Warriors are still dangerous. We now lead by 12, but we really want to carry that 12-point lead into the locker room. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. Good pick up by the Warriors. They're up ahead to about their own 38-yard line. Once those chains are set, I think he has to out of bounds, so the clock won't resume until the ball is snapped. First and 10, they're on 38. The Seven Rivers Warriors. They trail by 12. There's a gear to the middle. And nice block. Nicely played there. Would end up being an open field tackle. Or it looked like Evan Willis coming across. What plays in our favor is the clock's moving. What plays in the favor of Seven Rivers is they pick up 7 yards. They're headed to the 45 on their own side, which is now the north side of the field, north end of the field, if you will, please. Clock is ticking down, 32 and moving. They're going to have to open up a can of pass play. We're going to get a timeout. Looks like Old Point's going to use their last timeout of the half. We're just wise here to make sure the defense is mentally and physically sharp to keep those Warriors out of the end zone so we can enjoy a 12-point lead going into the break. We don't want any momentum falling into the hands of the Warriors. They get the ball to start the second half. I was at the 45-yard line. On the Warriors side of the field, 2nd and 3 coming up. 28.2 seconds remaining until the halftime break. Beautiful facility here at Warrior Park, personal property of Seven Rivers Christian Academy in Lecanto, Florida. West, kind of southwest of Ocala, north of Tampa. Very affluent area, very beautiful area. Twin receivers to the right for the Warriors. They got one out wide left as well. They're in pass check, looking for an opportunity to pass. The ball's unleashed. I get interference. No, I didn't see a flag. But Caraway had that one well covered. As the receiver, looks like he's wearing number 21, could not separate from Caleb Caraway. One of the fine athletes, played both ways for the defenders. 3rd and 3. Clock stopped on the incomplete pass. Looks like 23-6. I don't have my glasses, folks. I left them in the C building back at OPCA. So. There's that pitch that they score on. We wrap them up. Somebody better get that young man. Oh, word. We do drag him down at about 33, but not until he has a first down. Now, he was tackled and bounced. Once those chains are set, that clock will wind 15-8. It has success with that pitch play to the right and had the Warriors. And the clock is moving 13 seconds, 12, 11. What will the Warriors do? I'm trying to take a shot. They're going upstairs. Book it up. Mr. Chooks again on coverage there. No, that's not. That did stop clock with 4.1. So the Warriors will get another shot at the end zone. We'll just break this up and have no defensive team. We can go into the locker room up 12 points, lead 28-16. The Warriors are at our 33-yard line. 2nd 10. There are only 4.1 seconds left here.
All right, boys. Let's get it.
See if we can get some heat on that quarterback. And there's a pass there. Tackling in bounds, and you got it. All right. So the pass is completed. And the wide receiver, actually the running back, one of their money men, that young fellow wearing number 2, he's caught it, but our boys were able to push him out of bounds. And the clock has reached zeros. Old Plank at the half leads the Seven Rivers Warriors by a count of 2016.
Hi, darling. How you? All right, you drive on there. Watch out for that skinny rock. I bet that driver. I got some pork chops. That's what I'm fighting.
The homecoming court winner. Gentleman Rodriguez and Charlie Clayton. The homecoming court winner for the top four class R. The homecoming court winner for the junior class R. Audrey Lee Ladies and gentlemen, you are alumni homecoming queen. Our 2024 homecoming is North Florida, and our 2024 homecoming is now in the University of Florida. We're proud the homecoming king and queen. The 2025 one more time for our homecoming court.
What's that? I hear you talking. I say that all the time.
I have to take a double take. I'm out there first of all.
I mean, of course the dog. Of course keeps the run. Oh yeah, she's followed. She fought. She was. They figured out down the street. Literally, yeah. He would show me all the time. Like,
No, what they
yeah. Yeah. We started putting purple. I hate it. Yeah. 6 acres.
Yeah. I got thrown off between Citrus and Ocala. That access to 75. South Carolina block. I had to go all the way back into Ocala. Ocala's not a big city, it's a city, not a town. There's enough there for plenty of traffic jam. It took forever getting back. I could walk through there fast. Getting Silver Springs Boulevard and taking it to 75 finally. When you're going somewhere you've never been, it seems like forever. Yeah. I'm a good mind if I can get on 75 if it's not all jammed up. It was when I got on it northbound, it was a parking lot. What the hell? I'm a good mind just take it all the way back. Longer, but I don't know. That's what I ended up doing last week. I got off Lake City, then cut back, got on 10, and just took it all the way back. So just stay on the back road. Teed up. We gotta get rid of the ball. Okay, so halftime festivities have concluded. 12 minutes on that scoreboard clock. So here we go. 100 more set to kick off the start second half. Let's hope it moves faster than the first half did. That's a score kick. Up back at it. See if we can keep him from. We've got him wrapped up there. A little bit of a collision there at the end. But as things are, with 11:54 remaining in the third quarter, 6 minutes off the clock there with kickoff and return. From about the 36-yard line, the Seven Rivers Warriors are scrimmage. They're down 12 points. They really need to stick it in the end zone. We really need to stop them, folks. We need to stop them, possess the ball, get our running game going, chew the clock, put it in the end zone, and start writing our name on this football game. But it's issues in doubt right now. First and 10 from their own 36 is Seven Rivers. First offensive play of the second half coming right here. Third quarter, 11:54 remaining. Looks like there's a delay of game. The back judge is the one who keeps the play clock. There is no visible play clock at this beautiful facility. So if you ever see the back judge raise his hand, that lets you know there's 10 seconds left in the play clock. And that's very visible for the quarterback, but they don't get it off. So they're going to look at 1st and 15, which is double stakes. 1st and 15 from the 31-yard line. Advantage Old Plank. If we can make it stand up. Here we go. Side give, corral. Advantage Old Plank. Advantage Old Plank. We're going to get 2nd down. But you still double stakes. Gain of maybe a yard, maybe half a yard. 2nd and 14 for the Warriors. Up to the 11-10 mark here early in the 3rd quarter. Old Plank playing down here in beautiful Canto, Florida, west of Ocala, north of Tampa. Lead the 7 Rivers Warriors by a score of 28-16. Good positions for either team here. Here comes the outside, the outside. They've had success with that all night, and they have success with it again. Big pickup. That's going to set up a 3rd and very manageable, very makeable for the Warriors. We're going to call it 4. 3rd down and 4. They're up to the 42-43 line. Well, Blake needs to build that. Had a big turnover on downs in the first half. Also a pick 6, a defensive score. So we've seen our defense make plays. We need to do it again. Actually, when I see the, we'll call it 3rd and 5, folks. We've got a timeout called by 7 Rivers. So I found their use of their timeouts to be a little curious. They burned all 3 of their first half timeouts in the first quarter. And here very early on, only 10:08 remaining. Less than 2 minutes of elapsed. They used their first timeout in the second half. Keep that in mind as the game stays close and we move toward the end. The 3rd down follow coming. 10:08 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Time for Old Plank to step up with that defense and make a big stop. Here comes that inside out play. Old Plank got a chance. Oh, there we go. First contact didn't bring him down, but immediately second contact did. With a bit of a loss, 4th and 6 upcoming for the Warriors. This is a vital possession for them, so we'll see what they'll do. They did line up once in the first half in punt formation, but they faked it to the snapping it back, and we were able to stop that attempt a good yard shy of 1st down. So we're going to see the similar formation. What will the Warriors do? They're going to really punt it. There's a punt, a nice punt. I'd leave that thing alone, sure as the world. It's a very good punt. Out there on 18-19 yard line. Good news. Out to stop on that first possession of the second. Goalpost there. I haven't shown the scoreboard much, folks. I'm having focus issues. We're going to try to get some upgrade in place by next week. Keep in mind, we host the Red Flashes Hilliard Middle Senior High back in the friendly confines of the Defender Field. Some very special for 2 games. Had a bye week in there, ready to get back and play on. We have back in again. The give is to Caraway. Looks like there was a botched exchange. Look at it back in his hands. There goes Caraway, ladies and gentlemen. There goes Caraway. Caraway carrying some moves with him. And he's got a big first down. No flags on the play, giving our defenders quite a bit of breathing room. Out around the 43, 44-yard line on still the south end, which in the 3rd quarter is our side. 44-yard line. Great field position. Breathing room for our OPCA offense. Be sure to check the Max Preps account for Old Plank Christian Academy. Keep up all your favorite defending teams. You can find the rosters and season schedules as we support beloved Blue and Gray. And there goes Troy Howell on the keeper. Troy Howell, ladies and gentlemen. Troy Howell, the money man, looking for an opportunity. Troy Howell still up. There he goes, ladies and gentlemen. Big number 11. Big explosive play. That is the Troy Howell we know and love. So the defenders are going to now scrimmage with a beautiful first down. Troy Howell on the keeper. Tell you what, about the 11 or 12 yard line of the Warriors. And now you see the goalpost on the other end, let you know where we are. If I can zoom in a little bit. We apologize for the quality of the monitor and the feed tonight. Trying to keep it updated as best I can. We're going to shoot it out there to big play there. I looked up that young man's name again, and I've already forgotten it. It's Mr. Branch, number 3, Mr. Branch, making a play on the offensive side, getting a wide receiver screen out there on the left, picks up a good 7 yards. 3 very positive plays in a row for the Old Plank offense. Troy Hall firing it out there again. It's Leonard Hall. He's moving forward. He did without much of a gain there. There's a Warriors out in the backfield quickly. I'm going to take 4 down territory, folks. 3rd and 3 upcoming for Old Plank. I know what to do here, but I'm not going to say it over the over my commentary here, but I'd favor our size advantage here in this situation upcoming. But I'm not the offensive coordinator. But what I'm looking to see is the possibility out of this formation. And Troy Howell is going to use his size. I was looking for Nick Barbosa, but I'm just as happy with Troy Howell thinking Holton taking off slightly to his left and ending up in the end zone, increasing the Old Plank lead to 18 at 34-16. Success for PAT will give us a 20-point lead. This is exactly what we need, folks. Stop the Warriors on their first offensive possession, take the ball, and go down the field and score. That we have done. 34 for Old Plank, 16 for Seven Rivers. And the give is to Holton, looking for an opening. Leonard Holton, successful 2-point PAT. So that indeed gives Old Plank a 20-point. How about another stop coming up from our defense? There's our kick. $6:31, almost half of the third quarter. We increased our lead from 12-20. From 28-16 to now 36-16. Troy Howell having a fine night passing the ball and running the ball. He's wonderful. He's doing his job tremendously as senior quarterback. More taking out the tee. See that ball, pick it off again. Defense needs to keep their foot on the accelerator, as does the offense. 6:31 remaining down in beautiful Lecanto, Florida. Your Old Plank defenders lead the Seven Rivers Warriors at 36-16 now. Almost halfway through the third quarter. 6:31 remaining. Hunter Moore has that ball. He'll kick it once again. A great job kicking the ball tonight. Deep to Mr. Man number 2. Let's get him on the ground quick, boys. Let's get him on the ground quick. Inside out. And we set him some deeps at yardage. Looks like the Warriors will finish running around their own 30. Let's see where the spot lands. Thank you again for supporting OPCA Athletics on YouTube. I'm seeing about the 31. Defense stood up tall in that last position, forcing the Warrior punt. There's that outside in play. Cover nicely. Game of 2, 7-8 upcoming. Clock at the 6:06 mark. Moving down way. This is not where we used to have an official timeout for, but we're under the minute mark. And you have a wide receiver out left. They favored the run tonight. Completely only one or two passes. There's that play to the left and getting the edge. There's one of their money out there. Defensive end is looking to close the gap. That little back got outside. We have a DB making the stop. But not before the Warriors. First time they've shown the ability to be explosive. Inside out, outside in, running. And they're here to their own 41. First and 10. 7 Rivers. 5-13 ticking down. Time very much becoming the ally of playing in 7 Rivers. Pressure's on these guys. They're down 20. A stop here for Old Plank without Warriors scoring another point would be tremendous. So there's the outside end here. And play game they're doing from Old Plank and also from 7 Rivers. 3-yard gain, second 7, coming at the 4:35 mark in the third. Again, the clock becoming the ally of Old Plank, enemy of 7 Rivers. If they were nickel and dime it down the field, we may be content to do that. But I'd love to see a stop. You know, I think somewhere along the line, they're going to have to open up a can of the passing game. If they hope to make a run, and as they trail by 20, it's getting to be late in the third quarter. Our boys would like nothing more to go back home and have a 3-hour ride back to Jacksonville with their 4th win of the season. There's that outside in 3 and he's ahead for a game of what looks to be about Warriors. Third and the long 3 or short 4. You can see the down indicator and the line to gain. So the Warriors are ahead to about the 47 on Old Plank, 47-48. They need pardon my misspeaking. There's not quite the sense of urgency I would expect to see a team that's trailing by 20 with 3:20 left in the third quarter. But I guess they can score quickly with the run game. Rely on that. Another opener. Down. Brought down not until he reached the 32-yard line, and another first down. Another first down for the Warriors. Our defense has made some tremendous plays this year. We have been really acceptable athletic team that can get to the outside. You remember a very exciting shootout with Duval Charter on Labor Day weekend. We ended up winning that one, but it was what was it, 55-32? So there are some speedsters in this Warrior backfield. And there's the outside in, number 2, right now gets we contain him. He does cross the 20-yard line down to the 30-yard line, down about our 27, 28-yard line, gain of 3. Bring up second down and 7. Clark is the friend of Old Plank. 2:18 and taking down. We apologize for the quality of the feed. We're going to try to perhaps upgrade technology by next week. We thank you for tuning in. 2-minute mark now in the third quarter. Second and 7 for the Warriors. They trail by 20 points. Old Plank 36, 7 Rivers 16. Nicely corralled by a host of defenders. Between the tackles, folks, for the most favored Old Plank. When the Warriors go outside the tackle box, this is where they're making a lot of hay, and we're ahead by 20. We really don't want to give up a touchdown. If we can Barnett and get them off the field with nothing, they would have chewed up a lot of clock for us without scoring another single point. We're scoring about 5. Anything can happen, especially in high school football. Walking here from the stadium lodge, beautiful facility here in Lacanto, Florida. There's that outside deal. He's looking for opening. He's got a first down. He's still on his feet. We make the tackle, but not before a first and goal situation has been set up. Clock stops with 1:01, but the moving of the change is going to happen. He did stay bounds. 55 seconds ticking down. You can see the scoreboard there. They're probably not clearly. They're still calling out a first and 10. 10 around the 11. 37, 36, 35, 34. Close moments of the third quarter. We'll play like nothing better than to get a turnover here. Big stop. And take back over the ball with a 20-point lead. There's the outside in. This is going to cut the corner. And he's got it. And I like that fight. I like that fight from Hunter Woman, number 35. Holy, there's just a 1 yard game. It's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. I love stopping that clock. So even if the Warriors end up scoring, by the time they already in the fourth quarter, 2nd and 9 will come for the Warriors as they switch moving southward to moving northward. So the only touchdown that quarter, which will be way faster, it seems, in the quarters 1 and 2. Only score comes from the play offense. Some explosive plays from Caleb Way, Troy Howell. That defense better than that can get fixed here. We stop them here with nothing. We about put our name on this thing. Take possession, ball, drive, eat up the clock, take it in the end zone. We're going to head back to the beautiful, beautiful city of Jacksonville, Northeast Florida. Looking for that record to increase to 4-2. Keep in mind, our defenders host the red flashes of Bill Sr. I defend the field. It's a very special recognition coming up. If you can be with us, come out and be with us. If you can't, you can watch us at home by way of OPCA Athletics. We're going to try to have some upgrades working for you by then. We are fighting connectivity tonight. We've been able to keep the broadcast going, but the view of the players is just not as good as for today. 2nd and 9 for the Warriors coming up, start the fourth quarter. It's a give off tackle. And bring up 3rd down. I'm waiting to see if there wasn't a gain of about 2. We're going to look at 3rd down and 7 for the Warriors. We've now started the fourth quarter. They really want to stick this ball in the end zone. We really want to keep them out and get the ball back, maintain our 3-score lead. We lead 36-16, 11-25, ticking down. Last quarter of the game. 2 receivers go out wide left for the Warriors. Formation. There's that pitch play. They made a lot of help. We've done a tremendous job on that. Let me tell you, that was. I like Hunter Moore coming up in our support there. All right, fantastic situation. That's going to, for another huge loss of about 6 or 7 yards. 4th down and double stakes, 7 yards. They've got a 4th and 11, 4th and 12. They can theoretically get a first down scoring, but if our defense will make another big play as we now face 4th. This will be huge. And that play clock was ticking down. I saw the back judge had already made us a stand, and he starts doing that Seminole chop looking thing. He's counting down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thus, the Warrior sideline has to call time. That's their second one. They were not going to be able to get that one off, and they did not want to lose another 5 yards. If you're watching this back home in beautiful Jacksonville and you're looking for a church home, please do consider Old Point Road Baptist Church, led by Pastor Jim McGinley, 8964 Old Point Road, Jacksonville, Florida, 32220. Morning worship begins at 10:30. We'll study seeing that. Something for every age group at Old Point Road Baptist Church. Come worship the Lord with the friendly folks of OPRBC. All right, first 4th and about 12 for the Warriors. They're at about the 13-yard line of Old Point. They trail by 20. They want to make an attempt to win the football game. They want to pull rabbit out of a hat. Let's see if our defense will stay honest and stay on and clean this thing up and get the ball back to our offense. There's the inside out. Around for it. We've got him to the outside to corral him. It looks like those white jerseys have done their job, folks. That OPCA defense. Tremendous. I think we have a dead ball foul after the play. I did see a hanky come out. So it's been a clean game for the most part. That going to work against somebody. It was dead foul, so we will maintain position, but they may move us back half the distance to the goal if it works against us, but I don't know what's going to happen. Unsportsmanlike conduct working against defenders made me when I was got excited and mouthed off. So inside that 20, it's going to be a half the distance to the goal. The good news is we made the stop, so dead ball foul. Hands. And so it's going to be 1st and 10, not 1st and 15, but we're back around the 8 or 9 yard line. We want to be smart with the ball and not give it right back to the Warriors. There's still 10 left in the football game. What we want to do is shoot the clock. You can get a couple first downs and just chew that clock. Tremendous would be a score. But eating up that clock, which has favored us in the second half. Leonard Holden with an opportunity. Leonard Holden looking to the outside. He's got a bit of gain. Not a huge one. I believe he's gained a yard or two. Let's see where the ball is spotted. A lot of speed on that Warrior side of the football field. We have a lot of speed on our side, and we have a size advantage. Holden's got a gain 1, 2. Second down and 8, second down and 9 coming up. Good thing is he was tackled in bounds. Well inside the boundary. The clock continues to move. The friend of Old Point, the enemy, 7 Rivers. Old Point leads this high school football contest in the Sunshine State Athletic Association by a score of 36-16. Troy Howell is the OPCA quarterback. He's had a tremendous game tonight. And he's looking for an opportunity to take off again. And he's ahead for a game. One of those quarterbackers has him by the calves and the ankles before he could bust loose. I thought certainly he'd have a first down, but does have a gain. 3rd down and 5 coming up. Clock continues to move. We'll be well under the 9-minute mark before the ball is snapped again. Senior Aiden Moore checking in for wide receiver Caleb Caraway. He's played a tremendous football game tonight himself. 8:50 clock ticking down. Sure would love to see our boys pick up a few first downs before we surrender the ball. We are putting our own in the field at around our 16-yard line. The game is to Barbosa. There's Nick Barbosa, folks. He may be KD by the door. This could do it right here. Nick Barbosa. Nick Barbosa. Nick Barbosa. I'm turning the camera. I'm looking back. I don't see any Lundy. That's Nick Barbosa increasing the lead to 26 for Old Point, 42-16. So Nick's a powerful runner, but he's also quite a breakthrough runner once he hits the open field. And he showed his ability right there. Nick Barbosa, big 38 for the OPCA defenders. May have just put this ball game out of reach. I love that big stop by the defense. We took a lot of the time off the 3/4 clock for us, but outscoring, we ventured along one of our own, going for 2, up 26. Yeah, that's probably going to back up. We might be up by 28. Let's see what happens. All the way up by 4 possessions are the defenders. 8:21. So time down, as is the case for a PAT attempt. Between receivers to the right for the plank in the backfield. And is to keep it fake by Troy, but the defense stays home. And 2 New Jerseys corral. Troy out. 2-point play is unsuccessful. But what about that big, I don't know, 84-yard run by big Nick Barbosa? That was exciting. So 8:21 remaining in the football game. Your defenders lead the Warriors of Seven Rivers 42-16. I do believe my ride home is going to be a good bit more pleasant than the ride home was. So we're number 1, Hunter Moore. Done a stupid job on kickoffs tonight. Let's see if he keep that up. I believe that he will. Right now, the little plant defense just wants to keep everything in front of them here, not give up anything too big too quickly. Those Warriors nickel and dime it. Be just fine to shoot that clock for us, although I wouldn't mind a turnover favoring us. And here we go. It's number 3 going from his left to his right. He leaves Finelli down the sideline. He's driven out of bounds at around the 35-yard line. Looking for that official spot. Actually going to be about 31. The Warriors will have the ball at their own 31-yard line. 8:14 remaining in the football game. I just hope that maroon and white and black out there. Our official school color maroon and gray, but we like to use a lot of black. We keep that blue and that light blue in front of us. Don't give up any big plays, and they can eat up. Mighty proud of the effort of our young men tonight. Give up the old swarm over by us, the defenders, and looks like they have a man down. Like big Brody Strickler, the center lineman, played offense and defense, made the big tackle there. That way, like, clock keeps ticking. We're on the 8-minute mark, 7:45. Clock is moving. Second and 8, 33-yard line. Are the Warriors on their own end of the field? And another give it. Oh, he's going to go, folks. He's going to go. He's going to go. All right, he's just climbing down. Looks like either. Big pickup. Like Mr. Two showed his defensive skill here, saving a touchdown there. Big pickup for the Warriors. They do have skill on offensive starting 11. They're about 30-yard line, and they burst through the middle. Number 2 keeps it. He's got a big pickup of what's going to look like about 7 yards. But if we keep it in front of us, we got away from us there a little bit. Run that one. So second down and a long 3 or a short 4 coming up for the Warriors. We're at the 6:42 mark. Clock is ticking down. Old Plain leads it by 26 points, 42-16. You bottle that young man up number 10. They're explosive getting the outside. So I'm very impressed with this Warrior team. They don't have a great record, but they have some athletes, and it's always fun to see the young men never quit. He just have a game. He's going to set up about 32 for his Warrior team there. Ball's about our 22-23 yard line. Nearing the 6-minute mark is the game clock. High snap, but not very manageable. Run off tackle, like first down yardage for the Warriors. Yeah, Fox going to stop for the movement of the chain. First down was made. Looks like will probably be the last official quarter break of the game at the 5:54 mark. First down was gained for the Warriors, 2-point lead with 5:54 remaining by score 42-16. We pep band entertaining a home crowd during the timeout. So the high jersey squad is making their way to the sideline. First and 10 for the Warriors. Right around our about 19-yard line, looks like. A little Sweet Home Alabama coming from the Warrior band. Receiver is back to throw it, and he connects. He connects to his money man number 3. He got a touchdown in the end zone. So there's no quitting. They're going to increase the score. 22 for their side, 42 for ours. So the best they can do is cut it at 18, which is still a score spread. So you're going to have to wonder if they're going to come out with an onside kick after the PAT attempt. 5:40 remains in the football game. Old Plank gives up a touchdown. It's the first one in a long time. I am still very proud of the defensive effort, the challenge they faced all these very athletic young men. 7 Rivers. Number 10 goes in motion to right and back to the left. And then that inside out give, and he's going to walk in the end zone. 42-24. 42-24 is the lead for Old Plank. That's a 18-point spread. We're up by 3 possessions. And we're safe for now. Clock is still on our side. I'm expecting an onside kick from that team in the dark blue and the light blue over there. If our boys can pounce on that, we'll have great field position and about 5.5 minutes left kill. And again, you hear that Warrior band playing their rendition of On Wisconsin, On Wisconsin. Love to hear those college fight songs utilized at the high school game. All right, so we got a lot of our skill men up front anticipating the onside kick. Mr. Tukes, Mr. Moore. I see them in the front line. Looks like Aiden Moore's up there as well. That onside kick. The ball falls off the tee. Sure what'll happen there. So. It's like we'll back the ball up 5 and try again. All right, so no penalty yardage. Well, here it comes. Penalty yardage procedure evidently working against the Warriors. So instead of kicking from the 40, they'll kick from their 35. So what we really want to see our up backs do pounce on the ball. And we'll be in good shape. We're up by 18 points, 5:40 remaining in the football game. Anticipating the onside kick attempt from the Warriors. They pitch it over here. And there goes Tukes. There goes Tukes. Not even going to take it all like that. That one backfired. We took a favorable bounce right in the hand of Tremaine Tukes. He's just a tremendous athlete. He plays well on offense, plays well on defense, and now he plays on special teams as well. So our lead is back to 24. We know for it to be 26 again. The only downside is now kick off to those Warriors again, and they're not going to be so anxious to get the clock down. But we'll celebrate that wonderful special teams touchdown. But it looks like Nash is going to go quarterback 2-point conversion, give it to a break. There's the pitch from Hartman. Can go away. Looks like he's just short. Good play call, I think. We're trying that little, basically a shovel pass as he comes in motion. Looking for one more block. He got tripped up looking across the line. So 4-24 the score. Plank leads it 5:34 remaining. The only thing I dislike about it, folks, is it just stops the clock. I'm ready to get this ball game played. Since our old plant defenders run the score up, we were doing it early in the season. They were run up score on Boston, run up score on Bill Shudder, and just shy of 50 mark for 24 for the Warriors. They've scored 3 touchdowns. They've got all 3 of their 2-point conversions. And more Coach Kidd put it back. He followed wisely, and he'll set his offense up at about their own 34-yard line. The Warriors get the ball again, and their quick strike ability most often happens by trying to get the running game to be successful to the outside lanes. 5:32 left in the football game. Old Plank leads at 48-24. Now, that's only a 3-score spread. With success, the Warriors have point conversions. If they were to score and get a 2-pointer, it's only a 2-position lead in 48-32. But again, the clock's on our side. 5:32 remaining football game. Let's hope our defenders can keep everything in front of them here. And the turnover would be just dandy. All right. Run is off tackle to the right. Successful. Warriors a pickup of about 4 yards. 2nd 6. I'm perfectly happy with that. Right now, probably by the time they snap it on this next play, we're going to be under the 5-minute mark. 5:10 and working its way down. 5 minutes from increasing the season record to 4-2 for Old Plank. Everything seems safe right now. Let's just keep everything in front of us. There's that. Outside and give. Done a lot of favor the run, which is most prominent in Florida. A lot of teams favor the pass. We're playing a bit more the first half than we normally do. With gain of about 3rd and 6 coming up. 3rd and 6 coming up for the Warriors. 4:12 remaining in the football game. There's that pitch play they've had success with. And we're all over that time, folks. We have had ourselves enough. Marjorie coming up and cleaning up after the new contact looked like it from Nick Barbosa. Tremendous performance, Barbosa, on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. With Barbosa and Reed standing up tall for the Warriors. 4th down and 8 now. 4th down and 8 for the Warriors. We are under 4 minutes. 3:35. Clock continues to tick. We will write our name on the game right here, folks, if we stop. We cannot let those Warriors get 8 yards or more. As long as that doesn't happen, no defensive penalties. We're going to take over and sit on it and head on home in a little bit. Pass is almost intercepted, but broke it up, and that was 4th down anyway, folks. Christopher Nicholas looked like he came in there and closed on that thing. He made the play. I'm sure Nicholas, been an old Plank defender, I believe, all his academic life. So happy to see him get in and make a play. He did his job. That's Old Plank football with 3:17 remaining. The defenders will scrimmage for what will probably be the last time from the 36-yard line of the Seven Rivers Christian Academy Warriors. They fought valiantly, but Old Plank's just a better team. 1st and 10. Brewers, the quarterback for Old Plank. And he's got one out here to Hunter Moore. There for a nice game on the little hitch pass. Nothing wrong with that. The wind is going to keep that clock ticking. I think that's what's all happening. We're going to be under the 3-minute mark. Hunter's got to pick up about 7-8 yards in. Second down to 2, second down to 3. Long, 2 short 3. Ball's ahead to about the 37, 38-yard line of the Seven Rivers Warriors. Barbosa looks like also took the backfield with Holton. Leonard Holton's got he's very near first down yardage there. Let's see what happens with the spot. Leonard Holton does indeed have the defender first down. By the time that gets started clockwise, we're going to be under the 2-minute mark, folks. You can go ahead and put the tally. Looking forward to hosting the Hilliard Red Flashes on Ball Yard next Friday night. I'm going to be a part of the fun with us. There's Nick Barbosa. Nick Barbosa is going to put the Old Plank defenders over the half-century mark, moving the score to 54-34. Some wonderful athletes on that Seven Rivers side, but the Old Plank defenders just too much for them, folks. We have speed of our own and bulk to beat the band. One. Snap. Something he's rolling to his left as a ball carrier. He's going to try to cut the flag. And it's good. Nash Brewer, good on the 2-point conversion. 56 defenders, 24 for the Seven Warriors. Well, as you mentioned earlier, that long ride back's going to be a bit more pleasant as we'll be able to travel home with the victory tonight. Old Plank increasing their season record to 4 wins against 2 losses. I believe that's going to drop the Warriors to either 1-5 or 1-6. But got to really admire the spirit of these Warriors in this beautiful facility in Lecanto, Florida. But tonight's a good night for the defenders. Hunter toes up what should be the last of as many kickoffs tonight. Okay. All right, that return is to about the 37-yard line of Seven Rivers. They have 1 minute and 33 seconds. And I'm going to keep saying it. Keep everything in front of you, Old Plank, and you'll be just fine. And we're going to see some of our second stringers getting the ball game tonight on the defensive side. That's exciting to see our second wave get in there and get some good old playing time, get a piece of this win tonight. Nicely handled. Nicely handled by our defender, second wave in there. Mr. Jake McGinley getting in and making that stop, the sophomore. If you want to meet a young man who's excited to live life, you ought to meet Jake McGinley. I'm going to tell you what, that young man almost always has a smile on his face, and he encourages me. Old Jake loves life, loves the Lord Jesus Christ, loves football. And the pass attempt, and it's almost connected, broken up by like a want to get a piece of that quarterback. Might be Mr. Colton Screws. And sportsmanlike conduct. I love Colton. Colton's full of defender spirit. Might be the last charge timeout to the Warriors here with 57.7 seconds left. Good to see senior Skylar Strode wearing number 78, getting some playing time on the defenders. Almost all second string in there now. Mop-up duty for the defenders. 7.7 seconds left. Evidently, that unsportsmanlike was just a warning. Didn't mark off any penalty yardage. Third down and long for the Warriors. There's the pass attempt. It's too far. He threw that too far. Very well covered. Very well covered. We're going to look at what appears to be fourth down coming up here. So that second group of defenders is excited to get in there and get some playing time. And so far, they've, on this position, held the Warriors to -2. Look at 4th and 12. These defenders have one more stop now. Old Plank 56. Ball in the way. It's caught. Well, he reined in. Can one of our young guys chase down? Every Willis trying to chase him down. There's going to be one more touchdown. One more touchdown from the Warriors. They're going to do it 30 points. They scored against our second wave, but we'll give them a big thumbs up for the effort. So the final score is going to look like a shootout. That's all good. We're proud of our defenders tonight. 56-30. Untimed down. Looks like 38.9 seconds left.
I'm going to let you get hurt.
Now they're going to call it crowd. We put a big sticker hit at the goal line on him, but the quarterback of the Warriors spins off the big hit and rolls in the end zone. And they've been very successful with their 2-point attempts tonight. I don't think they've missed one. So 56-32 is still very much our football game. We're at 24 points. I'd expect another onside kick, but last time we tried it, we ran it back for a touchdown. All right, we've got our hands group on that front line, and we're expecting that onside kick. And there it is, Mr. Dukes. And he's back on top of it. Our second wave of return men jumps on that one. Our number 22 is on top of it. And that's going to, for all intents and purposes, in the football game, folks. I expect our offense to go out there and take a knee with it. 34.8 remaining in the football game. Leads Willingham 56-32. And I hear my fighting Gator fight song over there. Of course, it's tough to be a Florida Gator these days, but folks, I've been orange and blue my whole life. I'm not about to change now. Mark Reed checking into that O-line. Setting up an opportunity to take a knee, I would imagine. Victory formation for the defenders. Great to get another one in the win column tonight. It looks like our final score is going to be 56-32. We thank you for supporting OPCA Athletics on YouTube. And Nash Brewer takes the shotgun snap, takes the knee, and the teams are going to head to the sideline. Thanks for being with us tonight, folks. May you be sure to be in the Lord's house on the Lord's day.